Okay, let's talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City, particularly the performance of it. And this is, technically, we talked about it before, but those were my thoughts on the early access, like early access preview build type thing that I got access to. Well, this is the full release of the game, which I did actually play. And if you want to know my reactions and first impressions and gameplay and whatnot of that game, feel free to head over to my channel, my other YouTube channel, Vamp Plays, where I do play bunches of games, sometimes VR, sometimes not VR. It's currently live right now. For those of you guys that don't know, I played the MetaQuest 3 version of the game. If you would like to pick up MetaQuest 3 games and whatnot, feel free to use code TECH for 10% off. But back to the gameplay. The gameplay was not bad at all. They did actually make a lot of stuff different slash better from the initial build. There was this cool like watch hands up display that you could press and it do like a display coming out of the watch type thing. They even made it so you could change the hands, like you can put the watch on your left hand or your right hand. And since I'm right-handed, I kept the watch on my left, which that's where it's on by default. So yeah, that worked out good. Now, there's even technically multiplayer in the game, apparently, but I haven't really explored that much at all. But it is interesting to think about. There were like little bits of clipping, if I'm being perfectly honest, but not as much as you'd think. It wasn't like the biggest issue in the world when it came to that. Now, was it perfect? No, I'm not going to say it was perfect. Some of the controls were a little, like, I don't want to say janky, but a little awkward. But overall, I had lots of fun, and it was a very big improvement from the original early access version. I mean, this time they even did the whole writings on the wall, made it more prominent. Because in the early access version, it was basically like a whole thing where you had to like play a mini find Easter egg in order to learn what you were supposed to do type thing. That's what it seemed like anyway. So yeah, I'm glad to say that they did improve that if you are interested in picking it up on the MetaQuest 3. It's also available on Steam low-key, but I am talking about my experience with it on the MetaQuest 3. Well, I believe it's available via Steam. Anyway, it is a fun game, okay? It is fun. If you like Ninja Turtles or you grew up playing Ninja Turtles, I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it. If you if you like VR at all, I think you might like it as well. Now, I will say that seeing it and experiencing it are two different things in this case, which I know that's true for most VR games, if not all VR games, but it's especially true for this kind of game because, I mean, you're just experiencing it because it's one of those four VR, four areas around you. Like, you can look behind you, in front of you, to the side of you, and it all be there for you, opposed to the type of game where you're just looking ahead at the screen and you're kind of just playing, a screen type thing. So you're playing 2D in a 3D space versus a 3D. Although VR isn't exactly 3D, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like virtual reality, everything's around you type thing. I'll be honest, you can get disoriented quite a bit, quite easily. So you do gotta pay attention to that a bit. Now I feel I actually had to make sure to use my wireless mic. This is the Rode Wireless Go 2. I actually have a whole video covering it somewhere on my channel. And it's the mic I use. Yeah, I usually just pin it to my shirt like so, and then I can just record while moving around so I don't have to worry about always facing the mic because I mean that isn't really about the game per se, but in the very beginning when I was recording VR games, I was like, oh, yeah, I'll definitely always know that I'm right in front of the mic. I'm never going to get turned around in VR. Who could get turned around in VR? Instantly turned around in VR. So my voice was always muffled because I was like literally facing the opposite way of the mic. That's when I learned the power of wireless mics. Okay. That can plug into OBS and I can use it just like that. I have a whole video covering that on the channel as well. You just go to my channel, search OBS or search Rode Wireless Go To, and you can find information on all of that jazz. But yeah, overall, good game. I am glad to see that companies are still making titles like these. I think I think nostalgia might be the way to go to get VR up and running even more. I mean, if Nintendo can do it, we can do it. I say we, but if Nintendo can do it, other companies can do it, right? Nostalgia, because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Oh, you know what? I want to see a Ben 10. I want to see a Ben 10 VR game. The closest we have to Ben 10 VR, I feel like right now, is Cosmosis High School. It was one of my first VR games. But yeah, can you imagine like a Ben 10 Omnitrix type thing in VR? That would be cool, right? That would be cool, right? I'm getting excited just thinking about the possibilities. But yeah, I digress. I'm gonna end it off here. Let me know your thoughts on everything, including the idea of Ben 10 and VR. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.